monitoring plans, protection plans, I get it. I mean, you can split that work. But when it
Yeah,
comes to
only in one place we have some common dialog, but after that, right, we'll have our own drop downs, so it's not a problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, Ilya.
Yeah, hi.
Do you know if Dimitro will join? Any idea? He
Mm.
accepted the call.
Dimitro Zverev,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We are in different units with him.
So, what are you working on exactly? I'm simply trying to figure out your role here in this whole in these changes.
I haven't found anything for myself in the RM, but maybe I'm here just an expert of how licensing works for new plans.
Hello.
Hi, Dimitro. Hi. How licensing is working? All right.
Yeah, because I see you're going to create new default protection plans upon device registration or selecting plans, and
Exactly.
yes, and if user has not enough quota for the plan, it will not be run, and user will get an alert. And maybe you want user to know in advance what plan he will be able to run.
I get it.
What
I get it.
will
Yeah,
not.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, my expectation was if you have a plan defined by our system, which we call the built-in plan, and that one has, let's say, everything enabled in it, but you try to apply that plan. So we can, first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to clone that plan and copy it into the customer space, right? So they will deal directly with plans which are owned by them, not by system templates, which is the current case. And I thought that once you copy that plan there and try to apply it or edit it in the protection console of that customer, our UI will consider that some advanced packs might not be available, some offering items might not be available, and the plan will get updated automatically. I mean, those parts of the plan which were active will get disabled and so on. But unfortunately, yesterday I found out that this is not the case. So I created a bug for Mitko, the GRPM, because I think that's a GRPM issue. And this has to be fixed. I mean, I can have a separate call with you and show you exact steps how to reproduce this and what is the end effect, what you see in the protection console, because I ended up not being able to edit the plan, nor disable or switch off those modules which are incompatible, which the user doesn't have a license for, and so on. Okay. I actually created a bug for it. So we can, if you want, we can discuss it a little bit later because it's a little bit out of the context of the current call. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Dmitry, hello, man. I think we talked. Hey, Sergey is also here. I think we already discussed part of the changes that we are going to plan with you, if I'm not wrong, correct? At some point, probably 1 or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly. Hold on, just a second.
If you will share some mockups.
Sorry, guys, I'm cooking at the same time, so I had to switch off the oven. So, are you familiar with? Hi, Sergey. Hi, I saw you. You came. So, Dmitry, how did you? Are you aware of the changes that we are going to discuss in this call?
Yep, but if you will share mockups, it will be easier.
Exactly. Okay.
Step
Okay.
by
So,
step.
Because I had the talks with a lot of people, so we had that call with you, and I explained part of the requirements, I guess, right? Okay, cool. So the main focus is this RM epic here, introducing default and favorite properties, and the other one is the device registration dialog. We have 2 other epics, but they are not related directly to the UI of the monitoring and the agent. But after initial kickoff with Saburov and Sudhir, we decided, we all together decided that these two RM epics, when it comes to decomposition, so I have one epic created for them, and this is the epic created for the monitoring and agent plan. Now, what is this all about? So, as I mentioned, we are going to introduce default and favorite properties. This will be something like Boolean properties at the level of
Sir,
a policy.
to interrupt, are we recording the meeting?
Oh, good point, man. Good point. Hold on. Where was it? Record, start recording. Yeah. Okay, good point. So, at the level of the policy object in API, we are going to introduce two Boolean properties like, say, default and favorite order. Actually, we need third extra property. And the point is the following. So you will have a certain set of protection plans or monitoring plans. So whatever I'm explaining here, you will see the screenshots for the mockups for protection plans, but it's absolutely valid for agent and monitoring. So what I'm showing here need to be done once in the protection plans view, then in the monitoring plans view, and then in the agent plans view. So you will.
But
yeah.
sorry for interruption.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Anna's idea, I agree with you, but we cannot use the same mockups. Without mockups, it can be updated because we use two different grids.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. I will ask Dominic, the UX guy, to create separate screenshots for that. Absolutely. I'm simply trying to explain the idea, the conceptual part of it, right? So you will have a list of plans. You can, in general, you will have only exactly one default plan per customer, right? Or per partner. We'll come to that point later. So you can select another plan. You will have button like this, set as favorite, and you can change the set as default. So you can change default plan from complete to essential, basically, right? You need, of course, to confirm that change of the default plan. And once it's done, you will get a notification, and the new one will become, as you can see here, essential becomes the default. Then the other thing, another thing, you cannot delete default plan, right? We always require the user to have at least one default plan in his namespace, in his space. So if you select a default plan and try to delete it, you will get a notification like that, basically telling the user, select another plan as default, then come back and delete the current one. That's about the default plan. Now, you can also select one or more plans and mark them as favorite, set as favorite. Of course, whether it's a default or favorite, you will have these respective labels here. Green for default, favorite for favorite, blue for favorite. You can have, as I said, several plans as favorite. And once you have several plans as favorite, you will get this button, manage favorites, which will open a pop-up where you can drag and drop the different plans and determine the order of them. Okay? That's very quickly explain the default and favorite. We need to have that for, as I said, protection, monitoring, and agent. The reason is because we are going to change the way a workload is registered in acronis. So right now you have only this part, or probably you can have the part when, if you log in as, for example, as a partner, you will choose, you confirm the registration code, but you also choose the user, the account for which you want to register the workload. And now we are going to introduce extra step. Now this is not the final mockup, just keep in mind, probably we will stick to one pop-up, not wizard with two steps. But the point here is you will also get these selectors as part of the registration process. So you can select what protection plan to apply after the device has been registered, what monitoring plan, what remote management plan. Default plans that we are going to select there will be the default selection in these pop-ups. But that's not everything. So that drop-down should have a search field, because you may have a very long list of plans and you want to search for a specific plan. The order in which the plans will be order here in the list is first we always put the default, then we put the favorites. Remember I mentioned the favorites, and then list everything else. And of course, as a last option, we always provide do not apply protection plan, do not apply monitoring, because we simply decide that the users should still have that option. He simply may want to just register the workload and then create the plan, set up the plans, and then protect them, right? But it's the last one. Again, you will always have some kind of selection here, right? We also will have something like a summary. So when you hover over a protection plan, or once the plan is selected and click on this information icon here, you will get something like this. It's a summary. What is the content of that plan? Right now we are discussing for the protection, but basically we'll come up with something very soon. But we already have requirements for what will be the summary for monitoring an agent. It's in the requirements, part of the requirements somewhere. Okay, and things a little bit more trickier, the way we populate, we fill the content of the dropdown when it comes to monitoring and agent. The reason for that is you can have monitoring plans at customer level, you can have monitoring plans at partner level, and you also have the templates. Speaking of templates, in the beginning of the call, I mentioned we have two other epics, and one of them is replacing the current built-in system templates. I think this one is here. Just let me just give you a hint about it. This one. So where is the list of the templates? There it is. So if you are aware, we have right now like 4 templates: remote workers, remote work and software, something else. We're gonna scrap them out, and we are going to introduce these 3 plans, predefined plans for protection. We also have this page, you can check the details, and this is the parameters of every plan, what is turned on in it, what is turned off. But we are also going to introduce monitoring plan templates, these 3 one here. They will be there in the system. And we also have one remote desktop plan. For the monitoring, that one for Windows will be the default one. And for the agent, it will be single plan, and it will be also default. So this RM epic is about introducing these plans, but the most important thing is we are going to change the way that we provision customers right now. So whenever a customer or partner tenant is created, we are going to take all these templates and copy them into the tenant space. So the tenant will have these plans available to him whenever he logs in, right? And this way we solve the problem. Okay, you need to have a default selection in this registration pop-up. So users, tenants, users, yes, will have something to select here. Now, of course, we have a corner case. What about the existing customers who may have no plans, or who may have plans but still didn't mark anyone as a favorite? We handle that. I have an Excel file where I will show you. I explain the different scenarios how to populate it. But basically, probably let me open it and explain. Here we go. Okay, so for protection, it's easy. It's already discussed, right? Because protection is easy peasy, because you can have only plans at customer level, but not MSP. But the idea is the same. So when on the device registration, again, you fill the list. You start with the default plan, then the 2 favorites. As you can see, 10, 11, they are favorites, and then you list the rest. And as a last option, do not apply plan. Default plan is selected. Now, just as a reference, if you don't have any plans under the customer tenant protection, then we display the system templates, as you can see here. And the complete protection, which is marked by us as default, will be selected by default. Now, monitoring is a little bit trickier, because you have 4 cases here, how to fill that combo. Because in monitoring, you can have plans at partner level, at customer level. You can have plans only at partner level. You can have plans only at customer level. And the fourth case is no plans here, no plans there, like legacy ones, right? So when you have plans at partner and customer level, it's easy. If you log in for device registration, if you log in using a customer user, we always favor the customer plans. So you will display the customer plans ordered in the same way. Default, favorite, and default is selected. But if you log in as a partner can apply his own plan to customer device or can apply a customer plan on a customer device. So this is why we need here to group the plans by partner plans ordered in the same way and by customer plans ordered in the same way. And if you check this is what I mean here. Of course, this is wrong because we don't have protection plans at partner level, but just a reference. For your needs, I will ask the UX to create all the necessary mockups needed for you. Then if you have like only plans at partner level and you log in as a customer, then you cannot display them because the user doesn't have customer doesn't have access to partner plans. This is why you will display here the templates. If you log in as an MSP, you will display the MSP plans. If the third case, partner has no monitoring plans, customer has plans. For customer, it's easy. You display his plans. But for partner, you don't display, right? For now, we don't display the templates. We simply display the customer plans because customer plans are available and partner can use them to apply them to customer devices. And the last option is no plans here, no plans there. Then in both cases, you always display the system templates. And when you create a template, when you choose a template, actually you copy that template in the background and that template gets applied. I think that is done by gRPM, but probably I'm missing something. You need to verify that with Mitko. But that's the whole story about these selectors and the device registration.
Could you please back to your selector to the base part? When you select yeah, here on the device
or in the Excel
before part. No, on the mockups before you select plan.
There.
Could you please go to the step number 1?
There.
Yeah, we have code. On the next, we try to select protection plan, monitoring plan. But when we select a user, how it should works? Because on the partner level, you show something strange for me. You show selector with customer. As far as I know, we cannot register device directly to the partner right now. If it's
no.
Okay.
Yeah, agree. True.
Yeah, it means we should, if on the partner level, we should select customer before we start work with plan.
Exactly. And that's the view when you get it. So if you
one,
log in
Okay, so, register for account. Yes, this one. But could you please go to your Excel? Because on your Excel, I see another picture. I see protection plan. Yes, and I see customer. And
it's account. Actually, create here a user. This is, as you can see, customer tenant 1.1 user. And by having the user, you are supposed to find the customer tenant automatically. True or false?
Yeah, but if I select customer, it's me. It's not, but I am partner. I still can select some plan from this customer. Am I right?
You correct. True.
Yes, and for monitoring and remote management, I can use my partner plan or customer plan. But
exactly.
But on case when I select tenant one by one, one account like this tenant, tenant 1.1, but apply my partner plan, it means this customer, this tenant, cannot edit this plan.
That's the case right now. And that's the case right now. This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Yeah.
That's
absolutely. We are so initially. Let me just tell you. Initially, I didn't have these partner plans here. I always had only customer plans. But then I figured out that if we are able to assign partner plan to customer device, from the UI, then we should be able to do that here in the registration at the point when you register the machine.
Mhm.
Because probably, and this is why you log in as an MSP, because you are the one who's managing the monitoring of that customer. So you don't want to assign a monitoring plan where customer can change it. No, rather you will assign a monitoring plan where you as a partner has defined it. And once you assign it to a customer, that plan will be locked for that customer. Only you can change it. This is why we need to introduce this option.
Yeah, but for me, it's look like it's workaround for existing case when we can apply plan to the group and add groups, and we discuss it. Customer will be supported on the same level like we use group for now. But okay, but if we want to select plan here, it means we cannot use pre-validation for the plan because we know nothing about this device. For us, it's not device. Or do you expect GRPM will support validation for plan for this type? It's not like device for this future device, because on normal case when we try to apply machine, we show you a pre-validation issue. We show you which advanced pact will be acquired. Yeah. For this case, look like all these steps will be skipped.
I would expect, because we are saying we will apply the plan, what I would expect is that that plan will get applied, whether it's a protection, it's monitoring, it's unconditionally. So whenever there is, if a model of the plan is not compatible or does not run because of advanced pack required, is not turned on and so on, that model will simply get disabled.
No, it's disabled, yes, but for now, if you want to apply monitoring plan, before it will be applied, we show you which advanced pack will be used. For this case, I'm not sure we can pre-calculate it with current API. If we expect it will be changed, it's okay.
Hold on. I said we have 4 epics, and the very, very first epic is one which allow applying partially compatible plans. So this is something which we need to do before, and that's it's on policy level. So I think it's valid for protection plan. It's valid also for monitoring plan, for everything else. The point here is the following: if you this one for protection, the complete protection, which is the default, it will have everything enabled in it, including EDR, right? But at the time of the registration, you might select a customer here, like somewhere, right? You might select a customer who doesn't have EDR turned on. It doesn't have the EDR advanced pack turned on. But we still need to deliver the possibility to apply that complete protection plan. And what will happen is that if customer doesn't have advanced pack EDR, the rest of the plan should be applied. Simply the EDR should be turned off. It's the same. That's one case. Another case, you might apply this plan to a Mac OS or Linux device where the OS is not compatible with our EDR. In that case, again, you just switch off those modules which are incompatible, but the rest of the plan will still work. This is the same behavior we currently have, for example, if you apply a partially compatible plan through a group, and it works that way. But when you apply directly to a single device, that's not the case. This is why we try to fix that problem.
It's another. Yeah, it's another. This part, it's clear for me. It's work right now. Maybe it's important for a single plan like agent management. Yes, this will be important for composite plan. It's less important, but anyway, it mean if we don't check any logic related to license, it means we lose information, our customer lose information about advanced pack. If we want to use this advanced pack with, for now, if you try to apply this plan, we ask you as a customer and you click OK, you know, because it's not free. On this case, I see on 2 options. On first options, we don't ask and try to get money without a proof, and it can be paying for us. Another case, we don't highlight and don't show extra options for customer. For example, I create a new customer as a MSP, yeah, and did not activate advanced management. We try to apply advanced plan with advanced, for example, remote connection with near expect advanced management. We did not ask, we did not highlight. We try to apply it, disable this plan, and show alerts. Yeah, it can work, but it's mean it's for enabling it. I need to see this alert. I need to go to the plan and edit this plan. It means I will should do extra work. And both
No,
is case.
no.
Guys, sorry, can I interrupt you? Because
Yeah.
actually the problem is GRPM don't have this device at all. And
Yes,
it means
it was my question.
yeah,
Yes.
and also license manager, I believe, also don't know anything about this device. So no license check can be done at this stage.
No
I believe we
license
need
check, no
architecture.
validation check. Yeah.
Exactly,
I believe
exactly.
we need architect who will create architecture first and then
No, simply
Do we-
GRPM should, no, hold on, Sergey. GRPM should be adapted that when you apply a plan which has modules which are incompatible or missing license, these modules simply should be disabled without any alerts,